if you run Pugna as a support, you can still provide the same amount of crazy burst damage. Propify Blast, and if you have
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, it's Void again. Yeah. Alright, so we called it. They like their Void. Void is in a good position right now. Does allow you to deal with the Morphling fairly well if you get the initial chrono before he starts morphing. The problem is, again, I say, is this lack of damage that I see within this team. I think their lack of damage from the last game was... I mean, we didn't see it because their laning stage went so well. In the laning stage, they were just beasts. And because of that, we couldn't even see the late game and how it would have turned out. But I really thought that they had serious lack of damage or damage issues in that first game. Now in the second, I can see it being very similar. This Pugna is a bit better, I suppose.
I mean, you have Dazzle, a lot of minus armor.
Bad Juju, yeah. Bad Juju helps.
Faces Void hitting hard because of it.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, if worse comes to worse, you also itemize into a bit.
I mean, and you have Empower as well.
Yeah,
you have Empower,
exactly,
so that helps too. I mean, you do have damage, don't get me wrong, but I'm just questioning is if Morphling is gonna die or not to that damage in the chrono. That's all. But game isn't really that one-dimensional. You can play around Morph in different ways. Kill off his allies first.
They still have to pick another hero. Either mid or for role.
OG's turn to pick.
But I wouldn't be too surprised if this Thompson and Boker show up.
And Pugna is support. I mean, it can happen, but their lanes might be a bit too hard with that Pugna as support. We'll see.
Much time to tell on it. If it was a support, who would you...
10 seconds remaining.
With the stun or a catch, perhaps.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Puck!
Wow. Like we were... Okay. So it will most likely be that Pugna support, right? And what? Like Puck mid? Alright. I mean, Puck versus Morphling used to be really good. You just jump on him, you silence him, and you blow him up. Like, Puck is one of the highest burst damage heroes, right? Early on, once he gets that Link Dagger. But his problem is that he has been dead for such a long time. I don't know if... I'm not certain if anyone knows how to play him. At the same time, play against him too, so... Yeah. It's gonna be wonky, definitely. It brings you... It does provide you with some catch as well. This... Yeah. Right, so this is gonna be a core Tiny. Your safe lane carry or mid Tiny versus Puck? Where is he gonna roll though? That's the question. Supreme with that Morphling was on a side lane last game. So I guess it's gonna be the same and they're gonna put the Tiny mid versus Puck.
They can switch it up though.
They can, of course. Well. But it's Curry. Curry wants to carry the game from his mid lane. Carry it. This makes no sense.
Yeah, you can think about that one again. Everyone pick their heroes. Eric's on a pack.
10 seconds remaining.
What pack?
5 seconds remaining. Just...
Topson Pugna? Jerax Puck? You're seeing it correctly. It's gonna be the Topson Pugna and it's gonna be the Jerax support. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be
maybe just click the wrong heroes, you know? I mean, Puck and Pugna. Almost the same.
Or maybe they are like just next level. To next level.
Well, you can't swap anymore, so...
Next level Puck harass, man. Buy an old talisman, right click them with Magnus and power on yourself. Easy game for Puck. Easy for Puckeasy. For Jerax.
Well, they certainly have a lot of control around the ultimates. Property for Faces Void gets farmed. You should get farmed power on field. It's gonna be down to Hippomaniacs. have some more stable lanes. Let's start there, I guess. We run over and then...
I don't know, man. I love OG and I love their puck and I love the fact that we might see game 3. That's it.
You're locking in on that?
I'm not I'm not the puck believer. Position 4 puck, I'm not the greatest believer, but it's gonna be Jarax playing that puck of his, so probably gonna do a lot here. Have a decent game.
Is already drawing another line. This is exactly where we're gonna go.
I mean, they did it the last game, so I hope that Sani is not gonna die this time. I think it was Moff with his Grimstroke that died the last time, but yeah, it was. Zeni this time, however, is gonna go back, so they're not gonna catch him. They're not gonna catch Curry either. This puck is so deep already. Because of that illusory orb. Did I pronounce that right? How do you pronounce that?
Illusory orb.
Illusory orb, whatever. Illusory, I don't care. He's gonna go in and put the sword, I suppose. Yeah, good luck. I'm a huge fan, once again. Once again, they mess with Seb.
Fuck that again.
I'm waiting for no-tail.
He's not doing it. My life is incomplete now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Supreme mid morphling, as I said.
The battle
Feels bad, man. But yeah, something has changed though. It stops in mid. We didn't talk about it after realizing that Pugna is gonna be mid. You know, it's a bit different versus Pugna and versus Puck. This guy's dead.
Very dead. I mean, poison touch on him the entire time. Now Curry also put away. Odi showing off the tree grabs, no avalanche or anything.
And they're actually tri-laning here right now. I mean, I suspect one of them is gonna switch the lane and go help their Magnus. But they don't have to. That last match they also played this tri-lane. And they just sacked Mad. So they can do the same thing here. Just tri-lane with Pike Cut. Win the lane and then...
It's always a bit questionable, but...
It is, but if you have Poison Touch and 3 heroes attacking you, you can still fall.
With the wave pushing out already, so... have plenty of opportunity to just... heroes. A lot of DK on top of him, Jerax... Gap here.
He
doesn't
doesn't
even
care.
do anything, he's like, Mark.
He's just waiting for his Rubik boy.
All the time. Trying to get this poison touch off of him before he engages. Now Jarek's actually super low with Rubik coming back in, you just zaps him to death.
Yeah, so this is good. They realized what happened in that last game, that OG basically tried to turn the clock back a year or so, and then play the tri-lanes. And now, this time around, however, Hippomaniacs, they are responding to it properly. They're also tri-laning. And perhaps this is the way for them to have a better performance, definitely, than in that last game.
But you try and make Zeni work. A couple of right kicks back and forth, but there's plenty of help now. Very walking. A bit of a toss back. It's super low and super bad as it turns out.
There we go. 2 kills for Hippomaniacs. Like, and Morphling dies. Yeah, this isn't great. It's not what you expect actually. You expect Morphling to be doing fine because he can morph here versus the Nether Blasts, but Thompson just such a good player on that Pugna. Bottom lane Kari might be... Nah, he's tanky enough, I think. Yeah.
Poison touch on top of him here, but Jarek's going to the orb here to keep it going. It's still very tanky, like a big health pool has itself going. Both the supports, I mean, 2 of them together, they can set up quite a bit. Especially with this DK just backing up, one cross forward. Yeah, dude just able to bring down no-tail. Jump over from Highcat here, a couple more right clicks, but Muff has his own verified now, the South going in. He's joking, he's jabbing, gonna get the full value out of that. Rex? I don't know what's he does have another orb though in a second.
Oh look, Bounty Road. No one took
Still
it.
Bounty Road, alright.
Hello
Easy.
guys. Nice gold.
It's
Easiest
5 gold
of my life.
extra, so overall it's plus 25 across the team. You wouldn't have gotten if you picked it up right away, so this is
So you should just harvest that rune for 5 minutes, right? And pick it up at the last time.
Ideally, you just guard the runes for 5 minutes and then pick it up just before the next one comes. Then repeat all over. But in any case, Directs low, no orb, use it aggressively here. Stacks of strength stall, another toss forward with the 3. A couple of right clicks here. Oh, the heals coming in from No Tail. With the salve here, they can actually keep him alive this time. Low on mana.
Yeah, he's being followed by Jerax actually. He has his... Or nah, he's gonna opt against it. Alright, so what's happening on top lane by the way? Magnus is keeping like a decent lead, I guess. 5 CS, 3 CS now versus Saberlight. Nothing special really. On mid lane, Pugna did get that first blood. Not first blood, he got the kill on Supreme, and also he's actually quite ahead. 7 CS ahead of him. So.
Zeb is going to run this, the hard jungle camp there, to the right. In between that. And that revives, it also reflects quite nicely 3 on 4 gold.
Dying ported back bottom, and now they're gonna continue going on to North Tail, it seems.
Backpack with telekinesis, follow toss, and another nuke. Level 1,
might suffer though.
Enough curry. Oh, poison from top. Down forward.
Yeah. That's not really the trade you wanna be making. Mid lane, however, Pugna is hasted. I don't think he's gonna be able to do much here. Maybe he will actually.
I'm gonna try and listen to the grab 5 would have killed him. Doesn't very either, but damn, straight too.
He needs to get out of here actually, but he has no mana to do so.
Really, yeah, he wants more agility so he can get more value out of the cell.
Thompson was so close. Like if he just moved one inch closer, he would have killed him with the right click. Oh.
And then again, there's another lift. We'll tell with the early points in grave. Totally necessary here. We'll delay things a little bit further, but Curry slaps him down. A couple of heals over to Wolf. Thinking about denying himself to creeps, but now a bit of a combo here to tree a little bit early, but still punch Jerax to death. Oh, what Pike can do. I mean, he's bashing, but he's not really making too much of it then.
I mean, you have to consider the fact that you're playing versus a tri-lane that has an Undying and Tiny on it, and you're tri-laning with a puck.
Yeah,
so it's not really great for you. The odds are not really great for you.
Again, Jerax. Oh, I'm just gonna do a side pull. Yeah, no, you're not. Drag back, Curry with another toss. A lot of damage going to be done here. Curry can't quite get in range for the follow-up toss.
No Tail might be himself.
He's down, No Tail, he's very low. Shellgrave still on cooldown because it's super long. Level 1, another toss in.
They do give the tomb away to Curry is Tiny, but not a biggie for him. Not to Curry Tiny, to Void, to Pykat's Void, of course. But the kill goes to Tiny, so it's alright. Yeah, overall, this game with the position 4 puck is not really as amazing as that first one. We don't see as many like kills going one way, but we see some normal fights on this bottom lane at least. And Hippomaniacs are definitely playing a lot better, and the anthem that we played for them is definitely good. Thompson mid lane, Chongqing is forcing in. There's the stun.
Around here. Tower went down with the epicenter channel. There's no way for Thompson to survive this one.
That's
both very low, but not bad. It's a lot of money for Supreme. Then again, No Tail, the same age-old combo. The Avalanche here, also make sure that we cannot get the Shell Grave off. I can't even, he's gonna take a little bit, has time.
Yeah, if you're No Tail here, you just can't approach the lane any longer. The moment you come close and you get lifted or stunned by Curry, you're gone. You can't manage to grave yourself. It's way too difficult. They have to make a mistake in the way they chain their stuns. That's the only way you survive. But you know what, Pugna did take that mid tower, so he's gonna be maybe pressuring the tier 2 a little bit more, and then he's gonna start to rotate across the map and pressure other lanes too. So you're probably waiting for that if you are OG, because whatever the plan was with this position 4 puck on this bottom lane, it didn't really work out. Yeah, actually your Void is 35 CS against the Tiny that's 17. I didn't even check that, so overall Void is crushing it when it comes to CS.
Yes, yeah. If you needed any more evidence that early game
Dire's
skills
top tower
don't
is under
matter all
attack.
that much in the network department, just look at this differential here. 2.5k on Curry, even though he has 4 kills. The 1 kill of Highcam.
Yeah, Puck has been lifted up.
Also showing his face though, and well, they're just straight up outnumbering Avalanche, try and keep them away as they get rid of the Tombstone. Zany, yeah, it's gonna be a bash. Okay. No bash.
Nope.
Okay.
Right, so this is the Pugna rotating bottom. He does see moves, so he should be fine. Yeah. So,
Pykett's gonna get his money back here.
Dire's middle tower is under
so
attack.
Pugna did rotate bottom, and he's gonna pressure this lane. But at the same time, what that does is it relieves the pressure off of the Supreme Morphling. And he's gonna be able to farm a bit easier on the lane and in the jungle too. So yeah, you are pressuring bottom, but you have to do it fast so that you can pressure that morph again. But every time you take a tower, every time you take a tower, you're just squeezing that area in which Morphling can farm. You're making it smaller and smaller. You're encircling him, and this is certainly the way you have to play as a Pugna. Sand King has ported in though.
The epicenter if he wants it, but it's just loads.
Yeah, position for Puck, looking good so far.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, it's only 3 deaths, so it's all good. Gonna be running down, but maybe they sides on the faces down.
Radiant's top tower is under
Pulling
attack.
around, now the interception of Tiny and the Avalanche will stop the life drain. There's no tower to fall back to, like, you can just run him down, certainly with the Blink Dagger showing up from the Magnus.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You're back. Eric's still hunting.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, Move has left, he has his second spell. Unless Chrono is used, he won't die, and that Chrono is not there yet, so...
We have a different story here. There. I think it's trying to go for the body blocks. I might not be able to get them, but Thompson is always pretty damn fast on his Pugna. Fast enough. Meanwhile, another chase up there. No tail. Beam on his tail, who's just... I'll be able to get this kill eventually.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's gonna fail. You should know that Dazzle has a
Shadow
fail.
Grave too. Oh no. Oof.
Well, he might get him in the end, actually.
He wants him and he gets him, so...
Nice. I actually expected him to go back after the Pugna ported in, but Dazzle kind of stuck around a bit too much. He was expecting them to maybe even kill that Morphling, but because of that he dies. So he should have just ran back after Pugna ported in.
I was right, you were wrong.
Yeah, of course you were right. You're master of dotes.
Doesn't happen often, so I have to talk a bit.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't see it. I really...
Sand King up top. Thompson can follow up.
So the reason why I thought Morphling is gonna go back is because when he morphed into Dazzle, he saw that Dazzle has Grave level.
Yeah.
So I thought that he was gonna instantly just roll back, thinking it's way too much effort for something that's most likely not gonna work. But yeah, it's the Czech pride that made him go on. It's the Czech pride that made him kill that Dazzle.
That determination, you know. We never give up. Never surrender. Fight until the bitter end, and I guess you're allowed 1 10-minute lead. Kappa. But anyway,
Right, we're gonna see a smoke.
grouping up.
Anyway.
Smoke, Muff leading the charge here with an instant initiation stable, and of course we've seen that Blink Dagger play in the bot. All of this, if this connects, if this succeeds in Divergence Potential, more money itself. Anything kill on Thompson, always nice.
Yeah, that's definitely good. I mean, if you see a Pugna pushing alone, you definitely want to take that kill, especially if you see some other players across the map. So, Pugna, yeah, he pushes really well, but he's very similar to a DK, right? Like, you push well, but if you're alone, you just fall to any single rotation. Any?
Deb didn't guess with the skewer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, what that? Oh, Rubik also stole the Nether Blast. What do you level 1 Arcane Supremacy, but...
Yeah, he can still start...
We'll do later on, right?
He can definitely start pushing with that, which is nice. Yeah, not really a lot of things happening right now. I guess the Puck is just farming a lot.
think they're queued up, so about halfway there. It's still a puck, right? I mean, without that item, you just do it seems like.
Exactly. You need to get that dagger, especially after you had such a bad laning stage. You go out and just wait for that dagger while everyone else is farming somewhere else and making space for you, so it's fine.
This smoked up is not capable of his own, so yeah, no questions asked. He's going to use that RP. And there's no attribute shift going on, so Morphling died very quickly indeed. The rest of maybe still hanging around, Sableye ready to go with that epicenter. Balloon down to the low ground, tops very, very low indeed. Very dead any second. Trying to get rid of another one, maybe not. Lose comes in, time lock stolen from Murphy, buys him some extra space, but he's super freaking slow. The Prowler is strike into the Chronosphere. I mean, he's going to die here. But a lot of resources committed for only Rubik. Yeah, it's not even completely out of the woods. I mean, that's not even a time bomb. Could be fine if he can get it off here. Not with the avalanche, though. It's impossible. That is not worth full OG. Now full mid. But enough stun duration it is together with that follow-up toss. This is the game 2 Hippomaniacs that we've also seen against Team Secret. It certainly feels like that. Hello?
Hello? Was I muted?
I don't know, you didn't say anything for a while.
Oh.
Very
Well,
unlike
I
you.
was muted. Feels bad, man. Anyways, they did get the Morphling kill at the start, so there's that. But overall, it's still really good for Hippos because the Chrono was used, right? And you killed the Puck, you killed the Void, you killed Tops, and it's definitely a good deal for them. And look at the score as well, 15-7.
One ancient stack. It's gonna actually kill them there if they're not careful.
It's these acolytes,
so freaking
man.
fast. I think Void had like 6k gold before this. 2 jungle stacks. Okay.
He's gonna have that Shadow Blade as
here,
well.
but the one tops. Still hunting. Bit of a split focus here. Blink forward though.
Yeah, another kill onto the Dazzle. Another kill for No Tail. Another death of No Tail. He's only level 5, minute 15, but he's that position 5 that just does this, so it's not the end of the world. I think it's a major change in the way they play is gonna be once Pycat gets that Shadow Blade and he's very close to it, as it's gonna allow them to initiate on top of that Morphling out of that Invis, which isn't gonna allow him to start morphing, so that's probably gonna help them out. But overall, if you consider how the first game went, like Hippos, they're really showing character and they're definitely playing properly right now.
7 is still a gold advantage for OG. At least due to the fact that some power farming is still going on. Done with the shenanigans, but say that put
They have that Chrono.
perhaps.
They have the
Expecting a
Shadow
push in
Blade.
mid, I guess. Oh. No big commitments, like.
Yeah, but oh, Morphling is scouted out. Can he do it? He should be able
Comes
to.
in,
Yeah.
he's not more.
Yeah, so that's the problem basically. Once he gets that Shadow Blade, you can't start morphing and you just die versus Solo Void. Like he doesn't even need. It seems that he doesn't even need bonus damage there, especially if he's morphed into edgy a lot. Bottom lane, however, Dobson might be the one that falls as well.
Yep. Tried to be fancy there with some plays and Curry, but he was not alone, so they're gonna get that kill plus 20 gold from the Netherward.
Yeah, so you do lose Dobson, but you did get that Morphling. And I guess, honestly, Morphling is Hippomaniacs' main way of winning. Is their win condition. He has to be super tanky, super farmed up.
Yes, he's supreme.
He has to be supreme, yeah. Sand King.
Epicenter just sort of he goes into nothing. That was very optimistic.
Yeah, very nice sandstorm. Everyone tipping him. It was good. It was definitely good.
I love
A good
Zeb.
laugh.
He's-
Good laugh at least, if nothing else.
Oh yeah. But one team more than the other. Continuing to stack, like they're getting the economy going.
Dire's middle tower is under
Going
attack.
freaking after Icon. Honestly, I was looking for DT Rune, but Supreme. Maybe they can make a play for this tower even without the epicenter. Jet blade here. Stop him just a little bit after that conversion. There's the RP. Coming in on one, the still burst him down. Curry is in the back, pretty damn tanky now. Most of the front lines. There's the RP stolen here.
The RP.
Supreme starting to right click away. That's the follow burst strike on 3-2. They're just cleaning through the entirety of OG. No Tail trying to TP out and there, but for the grace of God, he gets out. But damn, big plays from Milf, and he certainly deserves that tip.
Check Dota. Check Dota.
Let's go.
Doing it again,
Hippomaniacs.
Lizard. Doing it again. Let's see that on replays. That work to work their way on the road. The fight starts relatively nicely there, committing on Thompson. Took them a while to bring him down to delicate, but RP connects only on Supreme, but this time he was connected only on Curry. Was too tanky, then was forced up in, catches 3 of his own. Beautiful follow-up. I mean, didn't have the cleave damage, but had plenty of time with all of this crowd control.
You know what this is? This is the power of position 4 puck. That's what's happening.
It works really well for Hippomaniacs, doesn't it?
So of course it does. It's gonna get it's gonna get us to the game 3. The problem with this Morphling having an Aegis right now is that even if you use that chrono and you get him, like he's still gonna be able to have a second round there, and then you won't have that chrono to fight him. So
That's why he's sitting at agility right now.
yeah, he doesn't care. He kill me
I see that
once,
so
he won't kill
often
me
though,
twice.
where it's just like, oh yeah, it's fine, I have agents, I can sit at max agility.
What do you think
Then
about
they die
Yasha
for
Kaya,
nothing, and then it's like, eh.
Yasha and Kaya, that's what he's building in. Like not Manta, nothing like that. Yasha and Kaya, boys.
Oh.
It might be a bit problematic because Puck is gonna have an opportunity to jump him and silence him. And then you can kill him in that silence, and not only the chrono, just because he doesn't have that Manta to deal with the silence. But he's building into a BKB afterwards though, so maybe, I mean that's a way of dealing with it, but it's gonna come a bit later. So.
He doesn't have this item negotiated. Started to smoke up before Fury has a chance to deliver it out.
Dire are scanning.
It's these small things that separates good teams for not as good teams. TI winning teams from not TI winning teams.
Alright, OG, I think they saw some wards going down here. The opposite.
Yeah, you can see the way they're positioning themselves. Basically, they're covering every entrance to their shrine, so that if anyone comes, if anyone comes smoked, they're gonna definitely be revealed. They're just covering the void who is back farming. I mean, all these kills, like Hippos, they're 21-8, but network-wise, they aren't really quite ahead. Not a whole lot, right? And that's partly because of the Magnus and power and helping this Void farm with it, and Pugna as well, and the tower is taken. But these kills, like, as we said at the start, they don't really matter that much. No tail. Raise up.
He has unnecessary beam at the back.
Yeah, the Undying does die, and Dazzle survives. But they do lose the tier 1.
It's a very important tower to finally take that.
They did get a decent chunk of gold for that Undying though. It's 315, it's not so little, not so low.
Killing speed going.
Yeah, triple. It was a triple, baby.
Oh boy, it's a triple! Also,
We're gonna see a smoke.
smoke. 5 minutes.
We're gonna see a smoke up. I mean, the only lane that isn't pushing in for them is that top lane. And if they're... I mean, Hippo, they could expect this, but they aren't. You can see the way Tiny is walking. He doesn't really...
Ah. Chronosphere, alright, doesn't really get a chance to react, but Wolf certainly does. He has stolen Chronosphere. He's not gonna get it off, is he? Well, silence ends here. Oh, the call didn't actually latch him. Curry is still alive for just a little bit longer. Problem with Chronosphere and Rubik, of course, is that it doesn't actually stop the face's void. You can still walk in the Rubik's Chronosphere.
Yeah, you have to catch his team with that.
So.
That's the only way it works. You have to catch his team.
But he's still holding on to it. He didn't die, so you have the opportunity to use that with the second.
Yeah, he couldn't use it there, because if he did, he would have died instantly after Pugna's ward would have finished him. running away was good enough, definitely.
Also, I just now noticed. Rubik, Murphy made that RP play earlier with on the back of Force Staff. That Force Staff came from Stanking, didn't it?
Yeah, I did.
Big team play. I thought it was his own, but
17-year-old
hey.
Sand King. Just amazing. Amazing Saber Light.
That made the play even
Secret.
crazier,
Pick him
honestly.
up.
Just
Is under attack.
play component.
It was really good. I mean, they're all Czechs, so they understand each other. It's not like when I'm playing with 2 Polish guys and 2 Russians in my pubs. They can actually speak the same language.
Many on the screen here, a couple of people coming through. Oh, no, silence comes through. Rubik tried to go for the Chrono. But the Park silence. Jarek's redeeming himself to bring down both supports. No tail, very low, but not going off. Save Light trying to get his way out, but he just got RP'd in the backline. Supreme turn it to Void. And it's Void or Void action here as he got time walk down. They have to abort him. That could have been so good, but it was so bad at the end.
Yeah, and now you lose that Aegis. So Pycat is gonna feel a lot freer using that Chronosphere. He's gonna be hunting for Morphling now from as soon as he has it off cooldown too. This Tiny though,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
he might be the one.
Oh. Here comes in from the back as he able to work with half duration left and just tears through this tiny little rock man. No way out this one. Supreme just has to look on and does have a waveform ready to go. Also some help coming in. Zany drops a tombstone. Deal with no tail, tops of the Shellgrave to keep him safe, and well, Zeb coming in from behind as well. Supreme very low. He can't. He heals up first and then goes across. Goes on another spell. Save Light. Oh. Be very careful, but
They have to be because that Chrono hasn't been used.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They lost 2 without it even, so now you have to be even more careful. But OG just went back, did the safe thing, picked those bounties up. They're slowly building up their lead. Still though, Morphling has decent farm. He's gonna have that BKB soon. However, the problem with that BKB is it doesn't really help you in that Chrono. It doesn't beef you up. It helps you versus silences and
Radiant
stuff,
are
but
scanning.
I mean, it's a really awkward build on overall Kaya, Yasha and Kaya, and also the... Oh, Chrono missed. Can we get some tips? Tip him. There we go. There we go.
it's fine. It was his own in Chrono. So he know what he was.
Yeah, he was just owning them. I mean, this might sound like this. Chrono misses happen, right? But in games such as this one, in which you definitely needed to kill this Morphling, missing a Chrono is basically putting you on silence for 100 seconds.
Yeah, people to work with.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Hippomaniacs certainly feel like they have more space here to ease the way to tier 1 tower. Coming down. Alright, one more punch is necessary, but Shellgrave comes in time. Rest of OG walking in. That's a triple decay. So BKB comes through from Pycat. Sun to click away. Curry. He's tanky, but not that tanky. Who's so freaking powerful, and finally, no force of in, but almost saving him, but quite Yappy on 3. Be stolen here, and now they're just gonna clean through them one by one. No tail though, super low Supreme with that BKB. Doing some work here as much as he possibly can. Not sending in the side, he steals the illusory orb. Be helpful, maybe not, but OG, they actually sent packing somehow. They have all of this absolute unit. That is Supreme. BKB is ended right now, but hey, they back it off. They got what they came for, I guess. 3 kills still.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, they just need
is
to wait
under
for this
attack.
Chrono to take down the Morphling, and that's it. After you use that RP on that on P, and you still don't get the Morphling, that's fight. It had a decent fight. You reset once that Chrono is up. There's no need to rush for them.
Either, I believe, for the biggest gold lead of.
They're definitely making use of that in power. And now when they have that Chronosphere, they're gonna smoke up and try and find that Morphling kill. There is a Shadow-Bladed Void coming his way, and they know where he's gonna be. They're expecting it. This could be one that more.
Yeah. Yep. We saw it coming. It was expected. But the result is that OG can now go in ham here. The coil comes in, they have a center up and ready. Daylight, not a problem himself, as Jirax actually finds himself up on the high ground. Lifts him back down.
Sorry, they did see him with that sentry, but they're just gonna let him go. Alright. So overall, they do take that. One's Roche. 2 seconds. Oh, I can stay inside. Stay inside. There. Time walks out instantly after. Right. He's gonna go back. They have 20 seconds until Morphing is up. Even if Hippos, even if they know that OG is taking Roche, they can't really do a lot about it.
Should be a freebie. I'll choose on the other foot, like earlier Roche was taken.
For that courier as well, with the talisman of evasion. With talisman,
Not
yeah.
good. What?
It was probably for Halberd on timing, I think.
Yeah, like this. Unless he wants to go on Sanjin Kaya or something. Albert for a while.
Yeah, so they take down that that Roche and take Aegis. And was that cheese as well, by the way? Yeah, Pugna has the cheese now, so it's gonna be much easier for them to take these fights. They're gonna be looking to most likely get a pick off or two before that happens, as that chrono is coming off cooldown again. 10 more seconds for Void to have it. Once he gets it, most likely he's gonna go and try and take that morphing once again. And I would really like to see Hippo somehow counter that. Either force him to use that chrono on someone else, or counter it once it comes on morphing, because there isn't a lot more that you can do. Like playing versus Void, there's also this, like when you're in a tier 2, tier 3 team, I was, and when you're discussing how you want to play versus Void, it's usually like you want to fight on his side of the map. It doesn't matter. As long as he uses that chrono on his side of the map, by the time he gets to you, it's gonna be different. He's not gonna be able to take down objectives. But if you die next to your tower, tier 2 or something, and he used that chrono, it won't matter that he used that chrono, because you're gonna be dead and he's gonna be whacking on your tower. So playing around his cooldowns would be awesome. Perhaps utilizing the fact that he wasted the chrono top to catch that sentry and then trying to fight. But unfortunately, Hippos, they didn't really try and do that. They didn't try to play against these big cooldowns, so far at least. And it might be too late right now, as they're knocking on your high ground doors.
OG anteportas, they say. Yeah, with a fresh Aegis. The way this tower, 2 catapults, he has all done a half. Oh, keeps them in place. This is a little bit longer. Dark's actually waiting in the wings. So, go up to Blink Sound Fab. There's a burst strike over. I got Shallow Grave, keeps him standing for a while, and does a lot of the damage. Now with a big inside Chronos here, but this time Morphling, he was small. A little bit small, but still not enough. The AP to follow up. Onto Tiny here, skewered back into the rest of the team. 5 extra to Green though. Maybe they can turn this here with another Shallow Grave. Time walk out, Avalanche coming in, but Zini okay. But that's not where you belong, my friend. Supreme trying to play through the backlines here, but OG with the order of retreat, and he just keeps bashing. Crazy, well back done yet. Zeb, waiting another blink skewer perhaps here. Thompson leading up against a Tiny, trying to force out a few spells. Have to go through the sandstorm. Quite a protection not already anymore, but look at it. No more sentries, no more nothings. The stabilizer is actually relatively safe. Sitting inside it.
Yeah, that was just good enough for OG. There's absolutely no necessity for them to keep on fighting there. They took down the tier 3, which leaves the shrines open, and they also forced Morphling to buy back. And if you are OG, you're super satisfied with how that went. You just go back, you farm up, you wait. I mean, you don't have to farm up, you just wait for that chrono to be off cooldown again. And you do have 4,000 gold on your Void ready and waiting for another item to be picked up with. So you use that as well. But Hippos, they're smoked up again. 5-man smoke happening, boys. But the only guy they see on top is this Puck.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
I mean, you can ward up this side of the map with the smoke and play around your vision, which could be good.
But no, I mean, They walked past mid with a gem, some creeps attacked the
Radiant's
sentry ward or
bottom
something that was
shrine has
planted there.
fallen.
And there was a ping. I didn't see what team made that ping though. Not sure if OG. Either way, they're not gonna be caught here, right, Doug?
Radiant's
Moses is
bottom
making his
barracks
way
are under
towards the
attack.
rest of the team. We're now to work away, and he's drags for Hippomaniacs' hand. There's gonna be another clone. There's still the Aegis. Now P coming with cooldown. Everything ready to go. And the release here onto Zany. The guy I'm dying is down for the count. Paul kept a few people on the back screen. The straight up snaps him. Now the Chronosphere. He's not shifting. He's not morphing strength, so no chance whatsoever. And Curry, well, it's time for him to be bashed to death again, I guess. Meanwhile, that Juju comes in everywhere. The yeah, P just on one as the secondary target, or he died. It's all GG. Hippomaniacs have had enough. Look for a second in this game that they would be giving OG a run for the money, but ultimately, they're just powerful PI winners after all, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, they had some